Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lala and you're watching Lala Level Up. So, as you can already tell by this video, it's going to be me doing my makeup look from my last video upload. But as you can tell, I am not particularly happy in this video, and I'm still pushing through it because that's just how life is. Shit happens. It hurts. It's hard. Depression kicks my ass. But I still get up and I get the job done. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. That's what this voiceover is going to be about while you guys see me getting cute. Because I was not in a good mood. I was listening to music. I was trying to raise my vibration. I had a lot going on. And I was still telling myself, you know what, girl? You still need to get up. You still need to film that YouTube video. I don't know if you know favorite candy. Well, not my favorite, but super good. I don't know if you guys know Sarah Jakes Roberts, but she's a Christian speaker, and she is amazing. And she has like a saying or a segment or something where it's like, girl, get up. Like, it was like a sermon that she preached before, and she was just saying, girl, get up, girl, get up. And that's what I had to tell myself, like, girl, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard life gets, no matter what you're going, like, no matter what, you just need to get up and get it. You love YouTube, you want to push your dreams, you need to get up and film, even on your bad days. So that's what I did today, even on my bad day. The message of the day is to not give up, to keep going even on your hardest days. There's not always going to be somebody there to help lift you up. You're not always going to have a cheerleader behind you. You're not always going to have somebody cheering you on. You got to cheer yourself on. You got to be your own cheerleader. You got to speak life into yourself. You need to motivate and encourage yourself. On the days like this day that I was having, I had to encourage myself. I had to say, girl, your hair been looking crazy for too many days. Girl, you ain't post a video in a week. Girl, you know you need to be going to the gym. You're not going to the gym. Girl, you've been eating junk food and then complain about how you feel. You have to check yourself and put yourself back into position, because you're not always going to have somebody there. And if currently you do have somebody there right now who's like your accountability partner and helping to keep you on track, that's a blessing. That's a beautiful thing. And I'm so happy that you have that, because a lot of people don't have that. So cherish that person, but also make sure that you're good even if you don't have them. You don't have to rely on that person for you to keep a sane mind, you know? And honestly, life is not meant to be easy. Let's just keep it real. There's a lot of shit that comes your way, and it may not even be because of you, just life, circumstances, shit that you was born into, you know? Look at me trying to lift my energy. That's just what I had to do, bro. I'm like, you know what? Let me just put on this high vibe music. I don't know what song I was playing, but it was something I liked. And I'm like, I'm turning up. Like, I need to force myself back into a good mood. Like, sometimes you literally have to do that. Like, you really need to just tell yourself, like, yo, I'm that girl. I'm that bitch. Like, I'm the man. I do this shit. Can't nobody fuck with me like that. Period. Like, even on the days when you feeling low and you don't even believe it, man, say it until you believe it. Like, speak it into yourself. You got to speak love into yourself. Life is hard enough. For real. Life is hard enough for you to go making it harder on yourself, speaking self-doubt on yourself, negativity, all of this stuff. Like, you should only be saying positive words to yourself. And I know it's hard. I'm not perfect. I mess up, but I don't give up. Even when I want to give up, I just don't. I just don't. And there's times where I really want to. Like, even, oh my gosh, like a couple of days ago, if y'all knew for real what I've been going through the past couple of days, like, I don't even know if you'd even believe me. But it's just been so much. And I'm kind of even questioning myself at this point. Like, how are you still seemingly keeping it together? Like, How are you even really still functioning in society? And how are you just so fucking resilient? And it's like, because I'm that girl. Look at me in the video. I know I'm that girl, even on my bad day. I'm like, I know I'm that girl. And it's not because of how I look. It's not because of what I have. It's not about what I don't have. It's about who I am inside. It's about my spirit. It's about how I love unconditionally, how I don't judge others. I'm accepting. I'm understanding. I've tried to be understanding of myself. I don't need no one to raise my own vibration. I'm going to raise my own vibration. Yeah, I might be sad for a few days, but I'm going to get it together. And then, yeah, I might get sad again, but I'm going to get it together again. Shit, on damn. Some nah shit. Like, I will not lose. Period. Like, I can't. I won't. I'm going to just keep going until I fucking get where I'm going. Shit. Life was never meant to be easy for real. And I wish it was, but it wasn't. Like, we were meant to have hardships. We were meant to go through trials and tribulations. Because if you never went through no BS, how you going to know how it feels to be on the other side? If you ain't never had dark times, how you going to be able to appreciate the light? You know? Right now, me smiling, laughing, turning up, if I never knew what sadness felt like, I could have never knew what happiness felt like in this very moment. You know? Like, I'm just learning to accept life as it comes, and I feel like we all should. And it's harder than it seems. You know, it's not easy. And you just never know what someone's going through. Look at me. You see me in this video, you're like, oh, she's happy, she's hype, she's good, she's perfect. Nah, I was crying my eyes out the same day, probably like 30 minutes beforehand, doing my makeup. Like, girl, do not cry because you was putting on this makeup and we're not about to waste it. So, like, you just got to pull yourself out of that dark place, even though it's hard. Nobody is saying it's easy, but you have to pull yourself out. It's one thing to be down. It's another thing to stay down. Like, you got to get up. You can give yourself a few days. You can give yourself really, you should only give yourself a few minutes. But I'm going to be honest, life be freaking hard. You can give yourself a few days or whatever, cry about it, mourn about it, write it down, make a song about it, make a little poem, do what you got to do, vent about it, talk to your best friend about it, go to your mom's about it. And then after, let it go. Write a letter to God and then let it go. Sometimes, you know what I would do? I always write things down, but I do remember there were select times where I was just going the fuck through it. And I wrote that shit down on a piece of paper and then I just ripped it up. I didn't even read it. I just wrote everything down, how I was feeling, what I was going through, all the pain I felt internally. I took it outside of me and I put it on a piece of paper and I ripped it up. Or I burnt that shit. Did that shit a couple of times too. Like, I'm taking it out of me, literally putting it on somewhere I can see it, and then I'm going to destroy it. And when you do that, that's very spiritual. Doing things like that, like, that's very spiritual. Like, that's energy. Like, I physically destroyed it, but I also spiritually destroyed it from being inside of me, from harboring it. When you do things like that, some people will call it a ritual. Maybe it is. Call it what you want. That's what I did, and it worked for me. Shit. You got to do your own thing. I'm not here preaching nothing to nobody but be your best self. That's my whole message. Be your best self. Strive to be better. Heal your trauma. Don't be out here just being some broken-hearted fool. And now everybody else got to go dealing with your BS because you didn't deal with it. But, like, yeah, not everybody got to go dealing with your BS because you ain't never dealt with it. Now it's everybody else's problem and you ain't taking no accountability. That's whack. As an adult, you need to be recognizing those areas of your life that you need to improve upon because it's only going to hold you back. You could end up meeting the right man, the right woman one day, the right job opportunity. Your dreams can be sitting across from you, but you will never get it because you're not where you need to be internally. So God is not going to bless you with that thing because you cannot handle it. And then your opportunity is going to pass you by. Your husband is going to pass you by because you didn't work on your anger issues. Your wife is going to pass you by because you wanted to be out here fucking on hoes. Like, you didn't work on your skill. So now the opportunity of your dream is right in your face. And because you didn't work on your craft, There's nothing you can do about it. You don't have nothing to show or present. There is no showcase for you because you didn't work on your craft. That's not a good place to be, I'm telling you. I'm telling you because I've been there, man. And I know people who have been there. And it doesn't feel good to be like, damn, if I would have just A, B, and C, then I could have had been A, B, and C. But it's all good. You live, you learn. It's not about harping on it. It's not about being upset with yourself. It's about recognizing things and moving forward, making improvements. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never going to be perfect, but you could improve upon things that need improvement. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You should never settle for basic. You should never settle for a basic version of you, a Walmart version of you. Baby, you're Chanel. Yeah, you're Prada. Yeah, you're fine Italian leather. Yes, you are Italian marble. Stop playing. Stop playing. Do you know who you are? Do you? For real? Do you really know who you are for real? If you do, you will move differently. Like, playtime is over for all of us. And the world is so crazy. We're all seeing it. The world is so crazy. You don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. You better live your damn best life. You know what? Because you never know what's going to happen. What's going to come. You have no idea, man. You might as well just live every day like it's your last, for real. The way I'm being in this video, that's how I want to be every single day of my life. Even though I know I wasn't completely my best self, I still fought to be. I was still resilient. I didn't give up. I said, girl, get up. Period. Face look a little crazy, but it's going to come together. It's going to come together. But yeah, listen. I just really want to encourage somebody today, for real, because I know shit is hard, especially when you don't have no support system, especially when you're doing it by yourself, especially if you're doing it every day, especially if you're doing it with kids on your hips. That's hard, bro. Big shout out to all the single mothers, single fathers out there too. I ain't got no kids, but I've seen it. I've seen my mom do it, and it is not an easy task for you to be taking care of kids, period, and then taking care of them on your own. Bro, shout out to y'all. Keep going, because I know it's not easy. Man, we just need to love on each other, but first we need to love on ourselves. You know, once you lift yourself up, once you speak light into yourself, it's only natural that that's how you're going to present yourself in the world, and that's how you're going to be with other people, because you love yourself, because you care about yourself, because you're choosing better for yourself. Naturally, that's what you want for the people in your life, for your family, for your friends, your significant other, your children, for your entire community, for your planet. When you feel good inside, you want other people to feel good inside. You don't want to have joy and you can't share with nobody. You don't want to be joyous and everybody around you is full of misery. What fun is that? That's not how it's supposed to be at all. And another thing too, you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what the person sitting next to you is going through. Kids, if you're in school, if I have any children watching this, any high schoolers, well, if you're a child, I don't know if you should be watching this. But if you're a high schooler or a middle schooler, like, you don't even know the person sitting next to you in class, the person sitting next to you on the bus. You don't know what they're going through. Not all people who are depressed and suicidal are sad and mopey all day and wear black. It could be the most popular girl in school. It could be the jock who is the star of his team, and then he goes home every day and he struggles. People have so many problems too with their family that it falls on them. Like, for example, it's just so much shit. I remember I'd be happy in school, and I'd go home to drama. I'd go home to a parent who had mental illness, and I just had to deal with it. And then the next day, I would just go to school acting like everything is normal, and it's not. And even like maybe later on in life, when I would kind of act up in school, maybe to some people it was shocking, but nobody knew all that I had on my plate at the young age of 16, 17. You know, you don't know what people go home to. You don't know the lives that people live. So the best thing that you can do as an individual on the planet is to be love so that you can give love. Love yourself so much that you become love, because at the source of who you are is love. God birthed us from love. Whoever you believe in. I'm saying God. I'm on my channel. We're going to say the word God over here. God, universe, intermingle, whatever, however you feel. This is what we're going to say over here. Period. God created you from love. So you are love at your core. And when you love yourself, that's the type of energy you put into the world. You know, when you hate yourself and you hate everyone else around you, you're just going to put out more of that energy. And you don't understand too, like some people don't understand for real, that when you turn into an evil, negative person, because you became so tired of people shitting on you and treating you bad and treating you poor, that eventually you just become cold-hearted and then you end up becoming just like them. You don't understand that now you've become the very person that you hated to see in the world. The people that you would have, that you would interact with, who would treat you so poorly, now you've become one of those people who are doing that to other people. So it's like this terrible cycle just goes on and on because people treat you bad. You get cold-hearted. Then you treat other people bad. Then they get cold-hearted. Then they treat other people bad. And it's like you can't keep doing that every time somebody hurts you. You can't keep doing that every time you go through some shit. You can't keep doing that every time you get into some depression. You cannot turn into a quote-unquote bad person and then just continue to spread out that bad negative energy. And it just goes on and on and on and on. Like, you have to be the person to be strong. You have to be the brave. Like I say this all the time. Be the person that you wish to see in the world. Be that. Be that. If you want to be around people who are happy, if you want to be in an environment, in a world where people are generous and kind and thoughtful and courageous and honest and loving and open and real and genuine, then you need to be that person. You need to be that person, and you can be that person right now, today. That doesn't cost any money. You don't have to look a certain type of way. You don't have to work a certain job or drive a certain car or anything. It's internal. It's your characteristics. Everything in life is about choices, and I had to learn this, and I had to learn this the hard way, man. Everything in life is about choices. Whatever you do is going to affect you in one way or another. It may very well change the trajectory of your life off of a decision, man. How many people you know locked up right now off of a one dumb decision? You could have went left, but you made a right. That one dumb decision. Man, life is important. This life ain't no play thing. It's nothing to play with. And even though, okay, you can't be serious all the time, you also can't be out here just being willy-nilly silly, bro. You just can't. You just can't. Your life is not a game. You only really get one life that you're truly conscious in. I believe we live multiple lives, but I don't know that for a fact. In my heart, I feel like I know it for a fact, but I can't get on this internet and be telling everyone, yeah, you live multiple lives. Some people don't believe that. Maybe a lot of people don't, but that's what I believe, so I'm talking about it. I feel like we live multiple lives, but this one right here and right now, the one that I'm conscious in, is the one that's most important, most prominent. This is the life that I have right now to fix whatever I didn't fix in the other lives. Clearly, I didn't get it right before because I'm back on planet Earth. If you get it, you get it. For the people who, if you know, you know. If you don't, it's okay. We'll talk about that in a later video. So yeah, y'all, I say that to say this. Don't give up. Build yourself up. Motivate yourself. Get up and go get it. Girl, get up. Boy, know that you are a man. You are the man. You're not a little boy. You are a man. You're not a little girl. You are a woman. And you know what, too? Mothers and fathers, people who are my age right now, 29, 30, whatever, you got little kids right now. Love on those kids, man. You don't even know how many people I know my age who just be treating their kids any type of way, for real. Because they got treated any type of way. I'm telling you, life can be a vicious cycle, or you can intervene and realize what the fuck going on and saying, nah, I don't want this to happen to my children. I don't want to continue this further and further for generations to come. I don't want to continue the poverty pipeline Like, someone gotta get rich in this motherfucker. Come on now. But, like, I'm talking to the parents, especially parents who are my age or even younger, young parents. Take care of your kids. Show love to your kids. I'm telling you, show love. Love to your kids. You don't want your kids growing up traumatized, having to go to therapy, talking about, yeah, my mama and my daddy ain't never loved me, ain't tell me love. They just was beating my ass every day, smoking weed in front of me and doing all of this and that. My mom was bringing different niggas in the crib and one of them niggas raped me. Life is nothing to play with, bro. And I feel very, very protective over the kids because I see what it's done to people. And I see how things that happen to you as a child can affect you as an adult, psychologically and otherwise. Love your kids before you love a man or a woman or a dollar or anything. Period. You already know. If I ain't done with my makeup yet, then that means I sped up the video and you're just seeing it in, like, I don't know, 4 times speed right now. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate every single person who's watching this video. I appreciate every single I can't even talk. I appreciate every single subscriber that I have. I think I have 367. That means a lot to me. I have like 1 subscriber for every single day of the year, and then a leap year, and then an extra one. So, damn, thank you. I have a subscriber for every single day of the year. Am I not that girl? Yeah. See, that's how you got to big up yourself. And before you know it, you're going to be living the very best life of your dreams because you're not going to give up. You're going to stay on your track. You're going to stay focused and motivated, and you're not going to let shit bring you down. And that's on period. As always, you can be, do, and have whatever you desire. You are limitless. Until next time, Lala, level up.